Hello my dear friends, thank you very much for watching my videos on the channel and special thanks for your comments and questions. I will try to answer on it and explain you more details about our culture and our mentality. One of the most popular question is about age difference. What can I tell you about it? Guys, try to look at you and your partner from the side. How you look. Try to fancy yourself in 2 years. And of course, be honest to you. Of course, the history and especially history of our agency has a lot of situations and cases when we have a lot of happily married people who are still together and they have a big age difference. But this is the same as to win a lottery. According to my experience, people who are together with big age difference, they actually didn't try to find such partner. The bright example of such couple is David and Nina. Their video you can look at our site. Hello, David. Actually, when they tell their story, they explain that they were not looking for some partner with big age difference. They didn't expect to find someone like this.
Well, it definitely isn't what I expected. I was raised in Los Angeles, raised my children in Las Vegas, moved east because of my wife's illness, find better doctors. But ultimately she passed away from cancer 5 months after my daughter passed away from cancer. To put it mildly, was pretty devastated. I didn't want to do anything. About a year later, my daughter came home and said, I need to get up out of the chair and go someplace. She goes, take a trip, travel, go do something. But I started thinking that my wife and I used to go on trips. We used to take cruises. I don't want to do any of that because I'll be surrounded by other couples and I'd just be devastated because I'm alone. So what can I do? And I remembered lovemate.com. And I got on it and I said, there's a tour coming up. It'll be nothing but single guys. So I'll feel right at home. I get to go to a country. I don't have to meet women. I could just go to travel and be a tourist.
Otherwise, they try to find someone even closer to their age. And when they met each other, they just fell.
And Helen and Olga both, who work for AFA, were very helpful and understanding. But they did try to get me to, we know a couple nice girls, maybe you want to meet with them and such. And I said, well, okay, what the heck, I said, well, okay, fine, I'll go. I'll just catch a cab the next day if I don't like it or whatever and come back. We talked about that. Right. I walked into the club and there was this woman sitting at the corner of a dance floor in the booth, sitting on the end. And I hate to say cliches, but stopped me in my tracks. And there was nobody else there. And I felt like a 15-year-old boy in high school that had a crush on some girl. My interpreter, Ina, who was wonderful, said, oh, go talk to her. And I, no. No. And then I remember saying, look at her eyes. And she said, yes. And I said, they're sad. I said, she's gone through something like what I've gone through.
Even when they spent some time together, they didn't expect some future plans. They didn't plan in because they realized that the age difference is big.
That night, I was crying because I was thinking about my wife, and I was thinking, am I just being unfaithful to her? Is it wrong for me to have these feelings for this woman that I just now met? What is going on with me? I grabbed a cab that morning and went back to Kyiv to continue my sightseeing and go back to the United States. But I never let go of that little piece of paper that she wrote her name. Would you get it for me? She wrote her email on and her phone number and her name. And I kept it in my wallet, and then when I got home, I even put it on my nightstand in the bedroom. And every morning I would see it, and every night, and I would think about it, and I would pray, and I would talk to my wife about it. And she had emailed me and Not a very nice email, kind of direct and to the point.
She was waiting for him to make a phone call, and there wasn't any phone calls. So she got mad and decided to text him and ask him what happened.
David, this is Nina. Remember me? We met in Poltava. Why haven't you written? And she included a picture to say, this is me. It took me about a week, but finally I couldn't help it. I emailed her and I just poured it all out to her. I said, listen, I fell in love with you the second I saw you sitting there before I even talked to you. And I don't understand it. I don't know why. I just know how I feel for you.
Their age difference is 22 years. And now they are married and even has a mutual daughter named Sophia. They didn't press to each other. They just did as they felt. One man from the California wrote one question about what to do if the man is shy. Guys, we arrange and set up all details, technical details, about your ideal meeting. But what regarding your feelings and your emotions, you should take it by yourself. I can tell you my experience. Earlier, I thought that I'm so beautiful and a lot of men just afraid of me, even to talk. It's okay for me, it's not a problem to make a conversation, to make friends, and if I like a person, to do it first. But something went wrong. And then I realized that they are scaring me even more. I realized that men should be men and women should be women. He must be strong. He must overcome his fears, decide and to make step to a woman. In this way he feels more stronger and bigger and deserving the woman. And women should give an opportunity to men to show his best traits. I also saw a lot of comments about the third person on a date. If it takes about interpreter, it's okay. But sometimes you have very strict decisions and some comments about some part of relatives or family of the lady. Guys, I can tell you and ask you not please be so strict, because try to imagine that you have a meeting, you just begin your conversation and you're meeting with your lady, you try to know each other and you're very strict to her family. In perfect way, you will get married and she will move to your country and she will leave her family. You should realize that you're going to get married not to the orphan. And her family, her friends is very important to her. If you start to be angry and to argue about her family and friends from the beginning, it performs you as a dictator. And what is going to be then? And after she moved to your country? Please respect yourself, respect people who surrounds you. Leave comments, leave your questions, we will answer on it, of course, and hope to see you soon in Kyiv. Welcome to our Kyiv. Men should be more courage to... Как я это хорошо написала.
Have more courage.
No.